Welcome back to Askewed Reviews, and I'm continuing to go through some more requests from terror films. This is actually one that's not out yet, but will be out later on this month. So I got to get a little bit of early access to this one. So the movie I'm reviewing today is the 2024 film The Naughty List of Mr. Scrooge. This was directed and written by Jake Helgren. So, for some of the reviews that I'm doing this week, I actually was reached out to by a company called Terror Films, and they have their own YouTube channel, which you should definitely check out. They've got a lot of their films on there. But I actually got an opportunity to have some of these come to me as a request for me to watch them and then do reviews for. And this particular one, as I mentioned, is not out yet, but will be soon. So, here's the concept for this film. We have a group of friends that haven't seen each other in at least a few years. Now, the reason for this is one of the members of their group took their own life, and it caused a lot of issues between all of the friends. Since it is Christmas time, though, they decide to finally come back together and spend the evening with one another. Now, while doing so, they have a bit of a gift exchange called the Secret Scrooge. Now, the issue that they run into is the gifts that they're given are not actually from them, but somebody else, as it turns out that within this house, they are now trapped with someone who is dressed up as Scrooge. So now each and every one of them is trying to escape from this home while getting away from Scrooge and potentially finding out about each other's dark secrets. If you enjoyed films like I Know What You Did Last Summer or Thanksgiving, I think you're also going to enjoy this one as well. This definitely becomes a bit of a fun who's behind the mask type situation, even though I will say, at least for me, I'm not going to ruin anything storyline wise, but I felt it was pretty obvious as I got closer to the end, but it's still fun to watch. There's also some fun, gory ways that people are taken out in this movie. So for me, on my scale, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. And I would definitely be willing to add this to my yearly watch list when it comes to horror movies around Christmas time. So once this does release, which I believe is on December 20th, absolutely go and check it out on their YouTube channel. It might even be coming out on some other streaming services as well, but I'm not 100% on that. But definitely go and check this out for yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Askewed Reviews. And if there's ever a movie that you'd like to see me do a review for, feel free to mention it in the comments. I'm going to be trying to get to a lot more of those, obviously, as we start the new year. And keep an eye out this week as I'm going to be doing a couple more reviews for terror films.